There we go. Yes, so I think we're live. So hello everybody, and welcome to the Mantis developer update call. This is the development update, the first development update call for 2021, and today is January 8th of 2021. So as usual, my name is Felipe. I'm developer relations here at IOHK, and I do DevRel for the IOHK team, and specifically for the Ethereum Classic efforts we do here at IOHK, including but not limited to the Mantis project. So as DevRel, if you have any questions, be it technical or not, feel free to contact me through email at that email there, or Twitter or Reddit, or even just any of the many different social networks, IM apps, and just messaging platforms out there. I'm pretty easy to find, so if you have a question, feel free to reach out. This is the content that we will be looking at for this call in particular. Now, before I start, just a quick comment is that as you can see, we've sort of switched up the format of these calls, and really we'll just be testing out different types of call formats in the future. If this works out, we'll keep it. If not, we'll go back to the old style or something in between. Just really depends on how this is perceived by the community and how it works for our internal team as well. So I'll be going through just doing a quick overview of each one of these points here, and really just the essential part of the work that we've been doing since the launch event, which was our last development update call, has been more of internal work. So there's a lot of work done, just maybe not enough user-facing work that has been done. So in terms of the roadmap, a lot of work has been done on this front here. We will be releasing a public roadmap on the docs section of the roadmap very soon. It's just going to update the current section as well. And to be honest, 2021 kind of creeped up on us quite quickly, seeing as the last end of the Q4 2020 was quite hectic with the launch event and everything. So we didn't have much time to prepare next year. That's what we've been doing in the beginning of 2021. In terms of checkpointing and networking, actually as well, we've been doing a lot of debugging. We've actually found we've had some issues with the testnet deployment, and some of these issues were sort of related to the past Thanos upgrade and the fact that basically not many nodes out there were updated. So we've spent quite some time understanding this and fixing them as well, fixing these issues. In terms of the Sagano testnet itself, we've also added a specific Sagano conf file that will make it easier for the clients to connect to the Sagano testnet. The wallet is just as easy as always, just a drop list selection, and in the client now you have that specific Sagano conf file in the release itself. In terms of fast sync, so we've heard the issues the community has had with the 99% syncing problem, and that's something we've been addressing as of late. It's hard to explain that issue in particular, so we've put out a documentation page that sort of goes through how that process, what goes through that fast sync process, and how we've actually been doing the syncing for Mantis. But not only that, we've also been working on a couple of solutions. One of the solutions is just a user interface solution. So the idea being that really the message that is being displayed through the interface to the users with 99% and kind of stuck at 99% isn't the right one. So we've been figuring out what to show users in that case, while it's syncing the state tree and already having synced the blocks. And this is important because with time this will be actually the difference between the time to sync blocks and the time to sync the state tree is actually going to increase in time. So we have to fix that somehow in terms of UI. But not only that, we've also really been spending a lot of time actually trying to fix and improve the fasting process and making it faster. And so lots of work being done on that front. It's quite heavy lifting work. So nothing yet that we've been able to release. I think there's been a couple of PRs, but nothing that actually completely fixes this yet. In terms of the JSON RPC API, there's been some small but very important API issues that have been fixed, as well as, or including rather, the ETH syncing method and endpoint. So we've increased the timeout for that endpoint in particular because of again, some of the issues some community members have been having. And so that should be resolved now. We should be able to query that endpoint with no problems at all. Yeah, there's also been lots of work being done to add the ETH get proof endpoint to the JSON RPC API, and that should be released soon-ish. At least at least one very first half of that problem. So this is somewhere we spent a lot of time internally in the team. We spent lots of time doing DevOps for how we manage our own internal operations and Mantis Notes. You might have noticed that there's been a decrease in some of those Mantis nodes that we've been able to that we can look up on some web pages out there, aggregation websites, and this is partially due to that. So I think I attribute another part of that reason to the holiday season and people just being offline in general. Yeah, so we've been doing a lot of work on that side of things, and it's not really visible to users. I just thought it was important to mention it, just so you all are aware of that. In terms of the core updates, some work being done on updating the client to Scala 2.13, which actually led to some unforeseen difficulties because of dependencies basically, and some dependency incompatibility issues. So essentially, yeah, just again, some behind the scenes work that isn't too visible for a end user. And just to finish, some good news. We've been doing lots of new member hires and onboarding on the team, and again, lots of time spent on that as well. So we'll probably be presenting. We might be presenting some of these members on these calls, but we'll definitely be presenting them, just to the community in general throughout our Discord channels or other communication means. So thank you very much. Again, thanks for listening. And if you want more information, of course, visit our main Mantis repo, and you can find this presentation, this video and other videos of development update calls in our YouTube channel. So thanks, everybody. Have a nice one.